Hey guys, so I'm pretty much finishing now my ESP8266 board that I'm making as an adapter for Flipper, and maybe you guys wanted to follow along. So what I made here pretty basically is using the sketches from Sequoia-san's GitHub. I have just made two additions to it. First addition is a 10 microfarad capacitor here to do the 5 volts, to keep the 5 volts stable. Sequoia-san mentioned that sometimes it reboots, and I have experienced that also in a breadboard where the ESP8266 rebooted with me. So I added here the capacitor, and ever since I have added this capacitor, I haven't seen this problem again. So yeah, maybe that works. It's going to work as well, better than using like maybe a voltage regulator or something. I have also added a small resistor here. The original sketches just say for us to short this pin to ground. Okay. That's basically the pin that it uses to detect whether you are using a board or not. For 8266, I added here a very big resistor. I think it's 10 kilo ohms. Not pretty sure now, but a very big resistor. And the only intention of this resistor is to avoid the shorting of those pins. I know that Flipper has a security built-in, where it's not going to let like it goes directly to short. It's probably going to have like a pull down resistor or something there. But anyways, I thought I might just add a resistor here. I had it in hand, so why not, you know? And I have added those breakouts here and here to be able to fit and also to reuse my ESP8266. I went for Wemos, same that Sequoia-san used, except this one is the Pro one. It has out here, and I can use this out to connect to a real wireless antenna. And this can give me a better range, hopefully, you know? So what I'm finishing doing here now is just the tests on the board to see if everything is in place. Whether you want to follow me or not, it's up to you. I'll just test the connections here if everything is according to the specifications that he made. So yeah. So if I remember correctly, D8 was supposed to go here. That's correct. I'll also pass through the other ones just to see if there is no other shortages. G7 was supposed to go here. G7. Oh yeah, that's it. This 6 is here. And the 5 was supposed to go right here. Yeah. I'll just test for A0 and reset. Pretty sure they're not going to short to anything, but well, better safe than sorry, right? Also, 5 volts is connected to here. I like to label it with 5 volts with a red wire, and ground is both supposed to be connected to the capacitor in parallel, but also here. So yeah, TX goes straight to the RX on Flipper. and RX supposed to go to the TX. Double check here. Yes. Okay. And yeah, I think that's about everything. Let me show you the underneath of the board. So basically the breakouts, the solders to the wires. When you do this kind of job on a proto board, my proto board used to look like this one here. Okay, I bought a regular proto board like this. I cut it down and sanded it so it would be really close to the connectors. So that's basically what I did. So it would be very close. My final objective would be to be able to use this with the flipper case still on. Let's see if that works. But, well, first test that I did, it apparently did not work. So let's see. And after that, I'm going to probably cut down this board so it looks a little bit more like the other boards that I have. Like this one is for the ESP32. It's a simple and very small. I like to keep them portable, you know, and I complete them with tape. So put it back here. And this one is my board that I made for NRF24. Was pretty successful test. You might be able to see some other video of me testing my keyboards. And yeah, they were vulnerable after all. So yeah, this NRF I connect here. I actually just use those breakups for support, just so it's not floating around, and that's how it connects. So yeah, so I like to keep a simple profile so I can keep it portable. As soon as I test this on Flipper, we can make it a little more portable. So let me try to connect that to Flipper now. Okay, that's as far as it goes. GPIO, the offer, attach Wi-Fi scanner module. Yep. Probably is not going to work with my Flipper case. Let me take it out. Even though I really cut this down and really sanded, you can see it here from the exposed connectors. Even sanding them down by this, but I think it's the size of those pins that should be a little bit more. I bought some regular ones just to use it as a proto board. They are sold out on their proto boards on the website, but well, that's not a problem. We can make our own, and it's quite easy to do, right? So, taking out the case here, and let's test this again. I'm just going to use it without an antenna. It should be enough for it to connect things, but, well, just to keep it clear, it's not recommended to use an antenna thing without an antenna, okay? Be clear on that, because the energy that goes here, it goes back to the device, okay? I'm pretty sure 8266 protects itself against it, against those returns, but most devices don't. So be sure that when there is an antenna, put the antenna in there. The only problem is that I currently do not have an antenna, but I do have some plans on how to do an antenna for it. I want to do like those Pringle cans, maybe something like this. Yep. Now it's booting up. Let me scan for access points. See if I can find my house access point in here. Yeah, it seems to be working well. And one thing to be also aware of, I'm using Sequoia Sun's GitHub on this, but I was not able to flash it through Beam, through a regular Beam using the website. When I flashed through Beam, I wasn't able to use the DALF. So I opted through the flashing via the source code using Arduino IDE. And after that, DALF worked perfectly, like a charm. So yeah, I can see my 2.4 wireless networks. I actually have two because I have two routers. So I'll mark those two. And I'll also mark my stations here. I'm pretty sure this one is the only one that I remember by heart. But probably some other ones are also mine, but well, I'll keep just the NVIDIA one, and let's see if it works sending the DALF package now. One thing that I can do also to test is the package monitor. Yeah, see if it's receiving correctly. So channel 13 is quite busy. 12, a little less. Channel 10 seems to be like the perfect one right now. There aren't many Wi-Fi networks around, so don't worry a little bit about that. And I'm also not worrying about attacking other people because, well, as you can see, like there are two little Wi-Fi networks around, and that's also due to the fact that I don't have an antenna here. So let's try the DALF attack, and I'll start it. Yep. Sending 100 packages. So if I check on my cell phone, it is connecting to the Wi-Fi network. I stopped the DALF, so yeah, it's going to connect fine. You can see here it's connected, and let's start the DALF attack and see if I can crash it. Yep. Now it's gone. Now it's gone again. And yeah, no way to connect to it. Incorrect password. So I can see that it's clearly working, the DALF attack. So what I'm going to do right now, now that I see that it's working fully, is I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut this down. I use this cutting tool, and I will try to make it as low profile as possible, and I will also put some scotch tape on it. So I wanted to record this video before doing that. And here's the final result. I quite like it. Looks a little bit like a cartridge. I don't know, old school cartridge to fit you into the flipper. And well, I like the way it looks. Unfortunately, I still didn't buy a new 3D printer, so yeah, that's what we have for today. Thanks for staying by, and till the next time.